I really do not want to make this video, guys. I almost feel physically ill. I'm not feeling well right now. I just saw Zombieland Double Tap and I don't know what to say. Let's just start off with this, because I know not everybody stays through to the end of the video. If you are a fan of Zombieland, the 2009 movie with Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, Woody Harrelson, and Abigail Breslin, a movie that I absolutely love, a movie that was actually my first R-rated movie I ever saw, probably when I shouldn't have. I love that movie. I really do. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I bought it today. Like, the day that I watched this movie, I bought it earlier today so I can watch this movie with the original fresh on my mind. And I am begging you guys, if you are a fan of the original Zombieland, please do me a favor and never watch this movie. I wish this movie didn't exist. I really wish I had never seen this movie. It is one of the most disappointing and upsetting movie theater experiences I have ever had. And this is no joke. I'm so upset right now. If you guys have seen videos in my past, you usually see I have some sort of energy. And yes, it is 3 in the morning right now. I am tired. I've been up all day. I was really looking forward to this movie. Like I said, I love the original. It's one of my favorites. I can't stress that enough. This movie felt like okay, let's go back. Let's go back in time really fast to the original Zombieland. That was really a spoof of the zombie genre. You know, there was Shaun of the Dead before that was really kind of like messing around with the zombie genre, making fun of it, having fun, but also at the same time being serious and being a really good character story with a fun plot and just a purely entertaining time was the first Zombieland. Like, it's a spoof of the zombie genre, and it's a good one at that. This movie felt like a spoof of Zombieland. That's right, a spoof of a spoof. These characters, maybe Jesse Eisenberg and Emma Stone felt like at times they felt like their original characters, but for the most part, everybody else was a spoof of their original character. Like Woody Harrelson, oh my god, like, okay. If I'm to say anything positive about this movie, I feel like the cast had the best time making this movie. They looked like they were having so much fun, especially Woody Harrelson playing this super over-the-top, ridiculous, fun character that's not his original character at all. He was running around like this. It made no sense. It was ridiculous. I don't know. He was a cartoon in this movie. He wasn't Tallahassee. I don't know who this guy was. He was not the original character. They do one good running joke, like, you know, obviously we have the Twinkie thing in the original. They have one thing with the car that he wants to drive in that's kind of the replacement for the Twinkie joke, and that is another thing that I hated about this movie, okay? This movie tried so hard to replicate the original success that they even tried to start, like, replicating and saying old lines and just basically ripping off themselves, like, as if this was, like, in Avengers Endgame, say, the on your left line, right? That is a huge moment. It's very impactful. It is a huge callback to the Winter Soldier, and it's an awesome one at that. And this movie tries to make every single fun line in the original have that same impact. And that's not the worst part. They repeat these lines several times in the movie itself, as if they hadn't already done it before. It's like, oh my, I hated this movie, guys. It's not good. I don't even know what, I don't know what else to say. What did I like about this movie? Alright, so there is a new character played by Zoey Deutch. Her name is Madison. They make that very clear that her name is Madison. And she is obnoxious in this movie. She is very annoying. Every once in a while, she has a really good zinger. She has a really good one-liner in there. Once in every, hour, maybe. She has a few good jokes, right? But my favorite part about this movie was actually the performance that this character gave, or not that this character gave, the performance that this character pulled out of Emma Stone, because she was mocking this character anytime they were together on screen, and I loved that. There are a few shining moments like that, some fun moments like in the original that, there's a scene where Jesse Eisenberg and Emma Stone are sitting in the front seat and just having a nice little conversation, and it's cutting between different spots of their random miscellaneous talk about these random things, and it felt like the original in those small moments, but they're so few and far between that the rest of this movie really feels boring. What is the plot of Zombieland Double Tap? Well, there are several things going on here. One, okay, let's slight spoiler territory, because I didn't know these plot points going into the movie. So if you have not seen the trailer, or if you don't really know anything, I'm not recommending you guys see this movie, but very slight just plot point, story points that is introduced in the very opening scene, right? So this is all opening scene stuff. This is nothing crazy spoilers, all right? The zombies have evolved. There's different types. There is the Homer zombie, who is really slow, doesn't really... It's the dumb zombies, right? They don't do much. There's the slightly faster ones, the smarter ones, and then there's the super smart ones, and then there's the even crazier evolution zombie things that The Walking Dead tried to kind of tease, but it turns out they were just the Whisperers, which was really cool. I'm glad they went away from this choice. But this movie goes for that choice, and it's like, I forgot my point here. I honestly don't. Oh, I was saying the plot of the movie. Yes, that's the plot of the movie. The zombies are evolved. Another plot point of the movie is that Abigail Breslin's character ran off with some guy who's actually the actor from Victorious. I recognize him from that. But they all play caricatures. They all play stereotypes, and it's very obnoxious. Like, Zoey Deutch is the whatever they like, the teenage girl of this generation, the 18, like every stereotype you can possibly think of a blonde, like 18-year-old girl growing up in the United States in the middle of, say, like Kansas or something like that. I don't know where. Or like a city girl. She seemed more like a city girl, actually. Every stereotype you can think for that type of character was there in that character. And there's a bunch of hippies that they are so stereotyped. It's kind of sickening. This movie, I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. I don't have anything good to say about this movie, so I don't really want to talk about it. I really wish I can erase this entire event out of my mind. I wish I never saw this movie. I am begging you guys to not watch Zombieland Double Tap. Men in Black International was bad, right? I tore that movie apart, and I actually had fun tearing that movie apart. This, I feel personally attacked by this movie. On the bright side, I am going to start a 13 Days of Halloween. This was supposed to kick it off, but I'm not putting this in my 13 Days of Halloween this year. I did it last year. I started off with Halloween. That came with the 2018 Halloween. Started off with the original and then going to Halloween. And I got 9 movies in. I think I got 9 videos into the 13 Days of Halloween. So I'm going to try to beat it. I'm going to try to get to 10 this year, guys. We're going to try to do the 13 Days of Halloween again. I'm going to start with a movie that you guys should all watch. Little Monsters on Hulu. Instead of spending money on this movie in theaters, go spend your money on Hulu for a free month, or just your free trial, or just get Hulu, because I actually really enjoy a lot of stuff on Hulu, like Lost and The Leftovers and Legion, of course. See Little Monsters. It has Lupita Nyong'o in it. It's really good. I can't wait to talk about this movie because it is one of my favorites of the year. It is also a zombie movie, and it's a zombie comedy, and it's so much better than this piece of garbage that I just witnessed. Yeah, anyways, guys, that will do it for my Zombieland Double Tap review. I will say one more thing. This is also in the trailer. Like I said, don't see this movie. Wait for this clip to show up on YouTube somewhere. The best part about this movie, by far, which is a slight spoiler, but, you know, it's in the trailer of the movie. Bill Murray makes a return appearance in this movie, and I wanted that movie instead. I won't say anything more than that. That is what I wish this movie was. But besides that, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this review. If you hated this movie as much as I did, comment below. Tell me what you thought of this movie. Actually, don't see this movie. Comment below what you thought of Little Monsters. Subscribe to the channel. See the 13 Days of Halloween. Suggest some movies that you want me to watch. Some that I may have not seen. Some that I have seen that I haven't talked about on this channel before. I don't know. I'm rambling on. I'm going to end it here because I need to sleep.